Welcome to the Grit Grind this week, Daryl. We got so much going on. What we got going on?
We got coaches interviews.
Okay.
We got conference titles
We
at
do.
stake. We got
rivalry
game. We got so much going on, Shawn. We need to get started.
Hey, and guess what? Tom Earl, he still don't want to pick you, but we'll leave the light on for you. You're watching the Grit Grind, the hottest school show on Eastern football.
Here we go.
Welcome to the Grit Grind, Daryl. I'm so ready. Like you just said in the opening, it's conference. A lot of titles are on the line this week.
A lot's on the line.
Titles,
and we got so much to talk about this week.
But before we get started with that, let's jump into that Grit and Grind rewind, because we had two good games that we got to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
That first one, Daryl, is no other than those Bunn Wildcats. We've been talking about them. Had a hard test playing the Nash Central Bulldogs. Bunn was able to win 27-21. We want to thank the fans at Bunn for sending these clips in to be on the Grit and Grind this week. But you talk about a good game right here played at the Dog Pound, Daryl. Bunn was able to
place to play.
Very tough place to play. Bunn was able to get that quarterback loose. There he goes right there. Running the ball, being able to throw the ball, and Bunn was able to just play good football in this game, Daryl. And if you're Bunn right now, Daryl, got a good win at Dog Pound. How you feeling going to conference week?
Rivalry week deal. It's rivalry week. You got your hometown rival, Louisburg, who is 8-0 coming into the game as well. And so if you're Bunn, you're feeling good about it. You're playing at home, and it's a good opportunity. Conference titles up on the line as well for this game. So you got a good opportunity in this game coming up this week.
And if you're Nash Central right now, you gave Bunn everything you had. Just wasn't your night. But if you're Bunn, you know, those games like that are the ones that you can come in, feel a little relaxed.
That's what I'm getting.
And guess what? You get caught on the wrong side of the score. They were able to keep this game close and get out of Nash Central with a good, hard-fought win. But, Daryl, that's not the only game we want to talk about. What else we got?
We got the recap game of our primetime game of the week last week was Southeast Raleigh versus Cleveland. And this game was, to me, it was two stories of a game.
2 stories of a half.
2 stories of a half where the Bulldogs jumped out early in this game and started to take care of business. As you see right now, the Bulldogs coming out, ready to play some good football. Cleveland coming out as well.
I got to tell you this right here, Daryl. Cleveland Rams, I love when they come out and do the backflip for the Grit Grind every time we win their game.
And they came out, and you saw the play right there with Freeman and number 27, Adams, going in for the touchdown for the Bulldogs. So in that first quarter, the Bulldogs was on all strides, taking care of business. Quarterback Powell was throwing the ball down the field, hitting number 4, Sanders. And they was moving that ball in that first half, but then Cleveland started coming back in that second quarter, started with that quarterback play as well. But defense-wise, Southeast Raleigh was still in this game.
They were.
And if you're Southeast Raleigh, this was an opportunity for you to take care of business. But again, that second half started things off a little bit different.
It did, Daryl, because like we said, that first half, Southeast Raleigh was able to get in here and just control the game. But the second half, we saw a new Cleveland team come out. But first, before we even talk about Cleveland, we want to send our thoughts and prayers to Chris John Clark, who played for Cleveland. As you know, he did get hurt in the game. A very scary injury for this young man and for the Ram Nation of Cleveland. But he was able to bounce back. Right now, we have heard that he's doing much better than what he was Friday night. So prayers and thoughts to you, Chris John, that you can get back with your team and your brothers to continue to play football. But like we said with Cleveland, Daryl, that second half, that third and fourth quarter, they just came out and looked like a different team.
Definitely a different team. We saw the interception by number 4, Booth, for Cleveland, and then their running game with Farrell. He had 187 yards in that game rushing for them. And they just, in that second half, just started playing a little bit better and was able to come out with a tough win. But the Bulldogs was hanging right in there.
All the way through the game.
I'm going to say it, a couple plays, a couple calls here and there could have changed the
didn't go your way.
Just didn't go your way. Could have changed the whole outlook of this game.
And if you're Cleveland, there, I look at it like this before we jump into our Grit and Grind players game interviews. If you're Cleveland, this game you won a different style. When I went back and looked at their games, a lot of their games they win either playing balance or heavy passing. This game right here, they rushed for 322 yards.
On a good team.
Right, that's not Cleveland-style football. They don't run heavy. They play a balanced offense, so you feel good going into your next 2 games for Cleveland as the season progresses. But Daryl, now it's time to go here for the Grit and Grind prime time Friday night players of the game from the winning team, the Cleveland Rams. Welcome back to the Grit and Grind. It's time to find out who was tonight's Grit and Grind primetime Friday night players of the game. But before we introduce both these young men, we want to give all prayers, thoughts to Chris John Clark, number 2 for Cleveland. We wish you a speedy recovery, young man, so you can get back on the field and get back with your brothers right here from the Cleveland Rams. So tonight, who do we have for our Grit and Grind players? Let me get an introduction, please, sir.
Owen Hobart, QB.
Josh Booth, safety.
Owen, as the quarterback, big-time game against Southeast Raleigh. A lot you had to prepare for this week. Just what was the preparation you had getting your offense ready this week for this big-time game at Southeast?
Man, we just came in with a flow state. You know, we didn't know a lot of what they were going to do on defense, but at the end of the day, we just did our assignment and came out with a dub.
And Josh, on the defense side of the ball, you got 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery. What was the mindset coming into this game for your defense as far as what y'all wanted to do?
Be a dog, coach. You know, we studied all week, coach, and just play hard.
We want to thank both of y'all for being tonight's Grit and Grind primetime Friday night players of the game. Best of luck to Cleveland. We'll be seeing y'all throughout the season because we'll definitely be down to Cleveland for a game. Now back to the studio. Daryl, both of those young men were able to turn it on in the second half on the offense and defense side of the field and of the ball and get Cleveland to win this game and get them out of a hard place to win down there at Southeast Raleigh. And if you're Cleveland, I think they continue a streak right now, Daryl.
Yeah, I think it's like 60 games, regular season games that they have won after beating Southeast Raleigh this past week in conference.
Wow, that is big.
That's big for them.
Well, Daryl, let's go hear from our good friend and a good friend of the Grit and Grind, Coach Scott Riley, head coach of the Cleveland Rams. Welcome back to the Grit and Grind. Now it's time to meet the Grit and Grind Friday night coach of the game. Coach Riley, congratulations on a hard-fought win.
Yeah.
Coach Riley, we know there was a young man on your team, Chris John, that got injured tonight. Is there anything you want to tell the Grit and Grind and tell the people watching the show?
Yeah, just keep praying for him. He's in stable condition in the hospital right now, but it's a miracle that he's there, and just continue to pray God can heal him, and then pray for the doctors that are treating him, that he continues to make a full recovery.
Coach Riley, the Grit and Grind will definitely keep Chris Shawn in our prayers and thoughts throughout the entire weekend, the entire season. Hard-fought win for you over in Southeast, Coach. How were you able to get you guys to get a good win tonight against a good Bulldogs team?
You know, the players deserve all the credit. You know, obviously we're down when that play happens, and I fully expect to go talk to them, and they were emotional and distraught, and you know, come back Monday and finish this thing. And they didn't want to do that. They wanted to finish it right there tonight, and you know, their will and determination. You know, as a teenager, you want to do something for your brother. That's right. And all they could do was pray and play football. So I think that showed, you know, God saved Chris John tonight, and God, you know, was with our boys as they finished the game strong.
That's that right, Coach.
And Coach, I just want to ask, as far as on that defensive side of the ball, second half, y'all stepped up. You was able to slow down the Bulldogs. What was the main thing y'all was able to do?
I think, you know, the defense played really good all night. I think that, you know, the first drive, they come down and punch it in the end zone. Obviously, you know, both those backs are special running backs, and I think the speed and physicality they had kind of took us by surprise there that first drive. But I think once they settled into, you know, you really got to have your mind right to tackle those guys. We played a lot better, and you know, we gave it a field goal on a short field, and other than that, you know, unbelievable game out of them.
Coach Riley, once again, congratulations on a good win tonight against Southeast Raleigh. We'll be watching Cleveland. Now back to the studio. Well, Daryl, Cleveland has to get ready because they got a good game this week.
Yeah, definitely a good game.
Triple S. Can't take them lightly. So back to work for Cleveland, back to the factory, getting things ready for this game. And we appreciate Coach Riley for being there with everything that happened that night, being able to take time at the end of the night and still be able to come in and do an interview with the Grit and Grind. We truly appreciate that, Coach Riley, because, you know, won't nobody love but Grit and Grind Coach Riley.
That's it.
And you know, I think he wanted us. He told us to go run some laps right quick. He blew the whistle, said Grit and Grind, go run 2 laps.
Definitely did. And we also got to thank Coach Campbell for Raleigh, Southeast Raleigh Bulldogs.
We do.
For just being accommodating for us to come to the game, to the stadium, making sure we got in there good parking, everything, because it was their homecoming. They had a lot of stuff going on, but he took the time to make sure the Grit and Grind was able to get everything that we need. So we want to thank Coach Campbell for all the hospitality and everything on last Friday night.
And Southeast Raleigh Bulldogs, trust and believe, the Grit and Grind already have you penciled in. We'll be back next year to the Bulldog Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Daryl, we're getting ready to hop into a commercial break, and then we'll be back to find out who was this week's Coach Marlon Lee Player of the Game.
You're now watching the Grit and Grind on Studio 67.
Discover your purpose in science. Determined to help others heal. Ignite your purpose through culinary creativity. Fuel your purpose in technology and innovation. Your purpose starts here at Nash. Visit nashcc.edu.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. But only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind, and now it's time to answer that question that everybody has been asking since Friday night all the way to today's live show on Wednesday. Who was the Coach Marlon Lee Grit and Grind Player of the Week? So, Daryl, who was the Coach Marlon Lee Grit Player of the Week?
Shawn, this week's Grit player is coming out of Hope County. Number 7, Joshua Farrell of the Hope County Bucks.
Fighting Bucks.
Joshua is that guy on the field that makes plays for the Bucks. He's physical. He's fast as far as on the defensive side. He's a big-time playmaker for them. And as you can see this footage, Joshua gets in there. And this one was an interception that he made last week for the Bucks. And so, again, this week's Grit player is coming out of Hope County, Joshua Farrell of the Hope County Bucks. Shawn, who's that grind player?
Daryl, you know that grind player, another completed pass from Daryl to your wide receiver right here. You know that grind player is all about moving chains, getting first downs, and scoring touchdowns. And this week, we got to go back to the Bunn Wildcats. Number 7, Josiah Rice, the quarterback from Bunn. He has just been all over the field this entire season, helping Bunn improve to 6-2 and also 3-0 in conference play. Right now, Josiah has thrown for 1,633 yards and 23 throwing touchdowns on the season. And out of those stats, guess how many interceptions he has?
How many?
Only 4.
Whoa.
Josiah Rice is pretty much showing what a Coach Marlon Lee grind player is all about, keeping the offense on the field and scoring touchdowns. We would like to thank Josiah Rice and Joshua Farrell from Hope County, those Fighting Bucks, for being this week's Grit and Grind Player of the Week. You're watching the Grit and Grind on Studio 67. We're about to jump into a commercial break, and we'll be right back here to go over the Grit and Grind Marquise game and, of course, that Grit and Grind Primetime Game of the Week. You're watching the Grit and Grind on Studio 67.
You're watching the Grit and Grind on Studio 67.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind, and now it's time to find out those marquee matchups there, because as we stated in the cold opening, as we stated right before the show, a lot of conference titles will be decided this week. And some people are playing for all the rights. Some people are playing, if we win this one, then win next week, we will be the conference champs. But Daryl, we got a big one.
Man, this is a big one right
This is
here.
for the conference title.
This is it.
If you are at this game right here, then you will be at the right place. We are talking about no other than 7-1 Warren County, the hottest team in 2A football. I was told that I have not been saying that much this year on Grit and Grind.
You was kind of quiet.
Yeah, so I had to bring that back out. The hottest team. They were the hottest team in 1A last year. Now they're the hottest team in 2A football. Those Eagles of Warren County going up to play their rival, the 8-0 Pride and Kilt Pride in Gaston, North Carolina at the Pride Stadium. Daryl, this is a big game right here.
Big time game. You talk, like you said, Warren County 7-1, Kent Pride is 8-0, and this is for the conference title.
Yes, Toronto titles on the line.
On the line. And we had a chance to talk with the head coach.
Yes, let's go holler at our good friend and talk to our good friend, Coach V.J. Hunt, head coach of the Warren County Eagles out of Warrenton, North Carolina. Welcome back to the Grit and Grind Coach's Corner. Daryl with us this week. We have our good friend, Coach V.J. Hunt, head coach and athletic director of Warren County High School. V.J., welcome back to the show, Coach.
Man, thank you guys for having me, man. I always love being on it with you all, man. Y'all great. Y'all do a great job covering these sports, man.
Coach, we could not let this game go by, because this is a big game for Warren County playing Kilt Pride. Both of these teams coming in on an 8-game win streak right now. Warren County playing some of the best football they've been playing. Same thing you can say about Kilt Pride. Just what's the preparation this week you're telling your kids? Because I think this game right here would pretty much set up who will be the conference champs of this conference.
Yeah, I mean, with 2 weeks left in the season, this is what you ask for, to be playing in these type of games. And so, the thing is keeping the main thing. We dropped our first game of the season, and since then, we've just continued to improve. I think, playing Kip is a good team. They have a good coach. They've built something, man. They beat a lot of teams really bad, right? They got a huge offensive line. I mean, they have some guys. Like they're not 8-0 for no reason, Right. So I think about it, but it's less about them, and I think it's more about us. And just our preparation and us continuing to do what we've done. I mean, we've built our team on being physical, being strong. We live in the weight room, and we're physical defensively. We try to be sound defensively, creating turnovers and getting 11 guys to the football. And so I think if we do those things, which we've done for the most part this year pretty well, I think, we can be victorious. Now, if we go out and we make mistakes, turn the ball over, don't tackle well, don't block well, have a lot of penalties, then, it could go in their favor. But I believe that, we're – it's destined for us, man. Like, we hadn't won a conference championship since 1998. Like, that's crazy, right? Like 98, I think 98 or 99 has been the last I won a conference championship. And so this is a big thing for our community. It's a big thing for our kids. Get to tell them you have an opportunity to be legendary. And this is what all of those extra gases, all those extra days in the weight room, and all those punishments that I put you through is for these types of moments right now in this time of the season. And so you love it when you have this opportunity to be playing in a game like this. It's really a big game. It's a big game. I think it ranked like maybe number 1 or number 2.
Yeah.
They're up there in 1A. So I know they're in the top 5.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to ask you about with your team. Since that JF Webb game, your defense has only given up 29 points in 6 games total. And y'all been playing lights out on the offense, over 200-some points scored in those 6 games. What has your defense side of the ball have y'all done this year to get this team where it's at right now?
Well, I mean, our defensive staff is flat out amazing. Coach Crump, starting with him as our defensive coordinator, he's just a football head. Like, he's the guy that, I mean, he just loves it. He loves the game. And so him and then, Coach Baskerville, Coach Harris, Coach Williams. Our defensive line is the heart and soul of our team. And we have an 8-man rotation, right, where, we run 4 on, run 4 off. And it's just hats off to our coaches, to the defensive side of the ball, that just getting the guys ready, getting them fired up, motivating them, staying on them. We cause turnovers. That's the big thing that we're trying to do. We're trying to cause turnovers, and we're trying to tackle well. We're trying to be physical and gap sound. And so they do a great job of teaching it, coaching it, and enforcing it, and repeating it every single day. And that's why, our defense has been playing like it's been playing.
Well, Coach, best luck to you on Friday night as you play Kilt Pride. We'll be checking in on that game and all other games right here in the Grit and Grind. And we appreciate you, Coach Hunt, stopping by the Grit and Grind Coach Scoring this week, hanging out with the Grit and Grind.
Hey, man, thank y'all for having me, man. Thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate you. And we need to get in. Somebody left us out their top 5. It's all good.
There, you heard it right there.
Yeah, you heard.
Coach VJ, our good friend,
said the top 5.
I've been putting Warren County in every week, but I dropped him down honorable mention. And he said that those kids at Warren County, well upset.
They definitely.
I got to get to Warren County. I got to make this right with deal.
You got to make it right, because I've had them in my top 5.
You had them, and I took them out this time. But tell me about these Eagles of Warren County. Why they been in your top 5, my top 5, and why they're sitting at 7-1?
Well, the thing is the playmakers that they have on the team.
Okay.
Guys, again, that we've talked about all season long. Hosey, Gamble, Douglas, Austin Harris have been playing good football.
Right.
Giddings. All these guys have been playing good football for Warren County.
They have.
And the key to winning this game, if I'm Warren County, is stop the run.
That's number 1.
Kent Pride has 2 good running backs that's got over 1,500 yards rushing.
They do.
Person and Joshua, number 1 and number 10. They have just been the workhorse for Kent Pride this whole season. And then up front, just be physical.
That's what they like to do.
Yeah, and that's it.
That's what they like to do.
The Eagles like to be physical up front, and they just got to play their game and just be physical up front. And if they can do those things, they got a good chance of coming out with a win. They are playing at Kent Pride. So, and Kent Pride is ready for this.
They're ready for this game.
So if you're Coach VJ, I know he's going to have the guys ready to play.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
And everybody's going to be focused. And so for me, that's what I say. Stop the run and just be physical up front. And also, Shawn, before we go to next, I want to give a shout out to one of the players from Warren County, Shawn Bullock. Number 15, he watches the show. He texts us on Instagram all the time. Checking out where the Grit and Grind's going to be at. And we coming to see y'all real soon, Shawn. But, Shawn, tell me about Kent Pride.
This is a hard game for Daryl right here, y'all, because Warren County is his second love. His first love is Southern Dash, then it's 71st, then it's Warren County. They take time for second. They time for second. That's his second love. But this is a hard game for him because it's his second love versus his other favorite school, because he loves the name Kent Pride. Since day one, when we start talking Kent Pride, he said, I just like the name.
Just like the name.
This is a good game. But before we talk about this, we want to let Kent Pride Nation, the Pride Nation, know that we were unable to get up with the new coach. We did not have contact with him. But please, if anybody from Kent Pride knows how to put us in contact with their head coach up there, send us through DM on Instagram at Grit and Grind Podcast NC so we can reach out, because we definitely want to go talk to Kent Pride's coach. And hey, Kent Pride, send us that helmet if you get a chance too. We'll get by there to come pick it up. But Daryl, a good conference championship game. Kent Pride, you said the best. 2 running backs. Tamius Pearson at running back, and Josiah, I'm not going to try to say his last name, I'm just say Josiah E. Those running backs for Kent Pride have been the difference maker. Then you got Antonio Felton at wide receiver. And then on that defense, it goes back to Tamius Pearson, 6 tackles per game. Solo tackles. Don't count. I didn't even count all the assist tackles. Those are solo ones that he's getting in the backfield. Then you got Zachary Terry, all that stuff going right there, getting 3-5 tackles per game. Then you got Jamari Robinson playing in that secondary, who's got about 4 or 5 interceptions on the season. No one since Kent Pride has been playing this season has scored over 14 points.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
On this defense.
They have been playing some good football, and this is going to be a big challenge.
This is why nobody scored over 14 points. But Daryl, when I look at the offensive points from week 1 to where we're at right now, Kent Pride has scored over 282 points in 8 games. That's a lot of points. But the keys to victory, if you kill pride, is right here, Daryl. We just keep it simple. This is Coach Shawn talking to the kill pride. If I was there Friday night getting them ready for the game, this would be the last speech I say before we hit the field. Guess what I'm going to do?
What's that?
I'm going to run the ball.
That's it.
That's what I do best. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to run the ball. Then guess what I'm going to do, Daryl? You said Warren County stay physical.
Yeah.
I got to control Warren County on that defense side of the ball because, like you just said, that defensive front for Warren County,
team.
they are physical.
Very
They
physical
love to play physical.
Yep.
And then I'm going to say this about Warren County. I say it all the time. Don't let the Eagles get going.
Yeah.
Because when they get going,
it's hard to slow them down.
It's hard to slow them down. Those are my keys to victory for Kill Pride. Like, Daryl, I got to pick on this Roanoke 1A, 2A conference championship game, but I got to save it for the Quick Pick 7. Now, Daryl, we got another marquee game, big-time game in Franklin County. The Battle of Highway 39 is going to be complete on Friday night because somebody will be the 39 champ of the Highway 39. But, Daryl, before we get into this game with Bunn and Louisburg, let's go hear from the coaches of Bunn and Louisburg as they get prepared for this game. Welcome back to the Grit and Grind, Daryl. With us, we have Coach Romero, head coach of Bunn High School of the Wildcats. Coach Romero, welcome to the Grit and Grind Coach Corner, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for having me, man.
Coach, a great year for Bunn this year. I mean, Bunn has taken off in big strides. Me and Daryl have been talking about Bunn all season long on the Grit and Grind about that old Wildcat pride that people know about when you talk about Bunn. Just tell me from week one where you're at now to where you guys are at now, what's some of the big things you've been able to get the guys to stay motivated with all season?
Just believing in the work that they put in the weight room. We like to tell them that everything translates. So when they're in class, I'm a teacher, so I'm pretty big on like classwork and making sure that they're ahead of their or doing what they're supposed to be doing in school too. So I tell them, like, you know, all that translates to how you are as a person and as a football player pretty much too. So I tell them if they slack off in the classroom, then they're probably going to slack off in the play or two during the game or in practice. So just trying to harp on that. And I think they're starting to see that it's actually paying off now with the way our season has turned out. And pretty much since week one, that was a huge win for us. And I think since then they started believing in all that stuff that we tell them. Because last year it wasn't really like this, but now they're really bought in, and that's made the biggest difference, I would say.
Okay, and Coach, you're 6-2, 3-0 in the conference. Played a good Nash Central team last week, and you won 27-21. You coming into this game against Louisburg. It's a rival game. Y'all about 5-10 minutes from each other.
Yeah.
I mean, getting this team ready to play this big rival game. What have y'all prepared so far for this week?
I really haven't had to say much. They're ready. They know that for the seniors on this team, they haven't beaten Louisburg in their whole career. So I think they know what's at stake, and they know that they could change the culture here, change it back to what it used to be. So they're ready. Like I went in there today in the team meeting, and I could just tell they were so focused. They were just ready to get out here and practice and prepare for this team.
Well, Coach, it sounds like you're at practice right now. We're going to let you get back at it.
Yes,
we
sir.
look forward to keeping up with that Bunn and Louisburg game on Friday night. We look forward to having you back on the Grit and Grind Coach Corner in the near future, sir. Thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all very much.
Daryl, we just heard from Coach Romero, head coach of Bunn. It sounded like they were hitting the sled.
They were hitting the sled.
They were hitting that sled.
But what I like the fact is he said it starts in the classroom.
That's where it starts every time.
You got to take care of that first.
Because you don't take care of that, you can't play on Friday night.
Play on Friday night.
So you got to start there.
Be sitting in the stands with mom and daddy, but you can't. You got to be on that field.
You got to be on that field.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't on that field Friday night, Coach cannot do nothing for you, helping you out right there on helping your team out on Friday nights. Like he said, it starts in the classroom, and they were hitting that sled. You can hear them hit that sled. They're getting ready.
They're getting ready.
But let's go hear from our other good friend over there in Franklin County, Coach Lassiter from the Louisburg Warriors, and see how he's getting his Warriors prepared for a big-time game on Friday night, and also to do something that Louisburg has not done in a long time. Welcome back to the Grit and Grind, Daryl. We have with us our good friend, Coach Lassiter, head coach of Louisburg High School. Coach Lassiter, welcome back to the Grit and Grind Coach's Corner, sir.
No problem. Glad to be back.
Coach, the Warriors are playing good football, 8-0, off to a great start. A team that, every week me and Daryl just talk about the things that's going on in Louisburg, the running game, the passing game, the defense. Just how are you able to get this team to just come and stay locked in, focused these past 8 weeks?
It's not easy. I've been preaching to them, don't be complacent. Just keep getting better each week, each practice, stack days, keep improving. It's a little bit of a struggle sometimes, man. They're kids, people patting you on your back, telling you you're doing good, and keep it going. But at the same time, it's all about the work we do throughout the week, and we've done a good job, I think, of keeping those guys grounded and working. I mean, we have a lot of seniors; they understand what it is, and at this point, when you're 8-0, you're not gonna sneak up on anybody. So you're gonna get everybody's best shot, and just trying to get those guys to understand. Don't be complacent, and understand that you're gonna get everybody else's best shot. So.
And that's what I was going to ask you is that last week I went up to Roanoke Rapids and got a good win, and now you're turning around and playing your hometown rival in Bunn. How are you getting the guys prepared for this game? I know it's a rival game, 5-10 minutes apart from each other. How you get the guys ready for this type of game?
Keep the same thing, prepare the same way we always do. Don't get too worked up about it. It's another football game. We've had a great season up until now. We wanted to be greater, obviously, with a win against those guys always. But just doing what we always do, staying consistent, showing up, and again, just not getting complacent and finding areas where we know we need to improve and keep trying to improve in those areas. And I know you say you're 8-0. I guess it's nitpicking, but if you ain't nitpicking, you ain't getting better. So that's kind of how we're going about it. So just anything we can find that we think we can tweak or fix, we're doing it.
Well, Coach, one final question. Like Daryl said, 8-0, Louisburg playing good football on the offense, defense side of the ball, and special teams. What would a win against your rival Bunn mean for the community? Because you beat Franklinton, so that means you will be the Franklin County champs because you beat both of your teams, your rival teams in Franklin County. What would a win against Bunn mean for the community of Louisburg?
It'd be big, man. It's something we can kind of stick a chest out and say, we're county champs. I mean, it's not a real thing other than in the communities of Franklinton, Bunn, and Louisburg, but it's a real thing. You know what I mean? Like for us and for them. I don't know when the last time we might have beaten, everybody in the county. And I know I hadn't done it. So I'll say it like that. And I've been the head coach now 10 years. So I might have beat one and not the other, but I've never beat both at the same time. And for them or us or whoever, in the county, it's a big deal. It's something that everybody kind of hangs their hat on. And, we're county chaps. You can go to the barbershops and you can talk a little junk, talk a little noise on either side. So, yeah, I think it's big for the community. Ours, theirs, or whoever, it's bragging rights. So I think Bunn would probably want nothing more than to knock us off and make sure that doesn't happen. And it's more of a split. But if we can help it, we're going to make sure we do what we need to do, I think. So.
Well, Coach, best of luck to you and the Louisburg Warriors on Friday night. The Grit and Grind definitely be checking that game out with all the other games. We'll be checking out throughout this round on Friday night. Best of luck, y'all, Coach. We'll be getting down to Louisburg to see you in a few. Thank you, Coach.
Come on down. We appreciate it.
Daryl, we heard the best right there from Coach Lassiter.
Yeah.
He says bragging rights. You can go to the barbershop.
Big time game, yeah.
And guess what? You can say, I'm the county champs at the barbershop.
And so it's up for stakes for Bunn and Louisburg in this game.
But if you're Louisburg, Daryl, tell me what we got to do Friday night.
Well, if you're Louisburg, the biggest thing is you just got to keep doing what you've been doing all season. And I think it starts with that quarterback, McKnight. The way he has played this season, he's a dual threat quarterback. Yes. He can scramble, and then he can also throw the ball. So if you're Bunn, you got to basically keep an eye on him where he's at, because if you're looking at this video right now, he made something out of nothing. And that's what Louisburg has been able to do all season. And like I said, from that, he's thrown for over 800 yards, rushed for 700 yards. That's the biggest thing if you're Louisburg that you want to do on the offensive side. And then defense, just continue to play what you've been doing all season long as playing good defense. Play fast, control pressure up front, and then put pressure on the quarterback on Bunn for Rice. Okay. You can't let Rice sit back in that back pocket all day long and throw the ball all over the field because he's already got, over 1,600 yards passing.
Easy.
Yeah, so if I'm Louisburg, those are the keys. Get the ball to my playmakers and make plays. That's the keys I see. But, Shawn, tell me about Bunn.
If you're Bunn, Daryl, this is a game you want to win because you want to win the conference title. And then you want to say, hey, we stopped Louisburg from doing something they hadn't done in a long time. B&D, Franklin County Championship, like Coach last said, being able to go to the barbershops in that local community and say, hey, we beat both teams in Franklin County. Bunn comes in this game, and they played good football last week. They got a solid defense that can lock you down and that can control that offense that Louisburg has. Bunn also can throw the ball. The ground player this week was Josiah Rice. We said it. He's already thrown for right at 1,633 yards and 23 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Bunn also can control the clock in this game. And when Bunn does that, they're playing that Bunn-style football. We talk about it on the Grit and Grind every week. If you watch the show, Bunn especially, you know we say that old Bunn pride is back in Bunn.
That's it.
But the keys to victory for this game right here, Daryl, relies on one thing for Bunn. Establish that run game early.
Right.
Because when you establish that run game early, you can do just like that right there. Open up those passing lanes so Josiah Rice can throw the ball. The second one, Daryl, is guess what? Just play smart defense. Smart defense. And smart defense don't mean trying to get in the backfield every play, then you're getting overrushed and you get an encroachment right there call. It means waiting till the ball is high, then trying to get in the backfield to cut down those penalties. And then the last thing for Bunn is guess what? It's Friday night. Turn that ground player loose. That's why he was the ground player this week. Turn him loose. Say, here's the keys to the kingdom. Go win us this game. If you can do that, and in the famous words of one of my good friends who watched the show, Coach Lawton, over there at Fight, he used to always say, we can't shut you down, but guess what we can do?
What's that?
We can slow you down. If we slow you down, we can give ourselves a chance to win this game.
Well,
I got to pick, Daryl.
I was going to say, I got to pick.
I got to pick. But I got to save it. We're getting ready to go into a commercial break. Then we'll be back to talk about the Grit and Grind.
Prime time.
Friday night game of the week right here on the Grit and Grind. You're watching the Grit and Grind, the hottest football show of high school football in East North Carolina on Studio 67.
Discover your purpose in science. Determined to help others heal. Ignite your purpose through culinary creativity. Fuel your purpose in technology and innovation. Your purpose starts here at Nash. Visit nashcc.edu.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind. Don't forget, you can do it all right here at Nash Community College. If you're in the culinary arts, definitely come by Nash Community College Academic Center and talk to one of the advisors to see how you can get in that fine culinary arts program at Nash Community College. Daryl, Grit and Grind.
Prime time.
Friday night game of the week. We will be there.
Here we go.
Rivalry renewed.
I wasn't there last year.
You missed it last year.
I missed it last
but
year.
You won't miss it this year.
I'm going to be here this year.
Northern Nash taking the 10-minute bus ride from Northern Nash to come down to Stanhope, or what we like still call Bailey, to play the Southern Nash Firebirds in Bailey, North Carolina. Old rivalry. How many years there? Over
50 years.
Over 50 years.
Throw it out there, 50 years.
50 years rivalry. Let's go hear from our good friend, Coach Ferris of Northern Nash, see how he's getting his Knights prepared for another test against their oldest rival, Southern Nash.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind Coach's Corner, and with this big game between Northern Nash and Southern Nash, we had to go get our good friend Coach Ferris to come by the Grit and Grind Coach's Corner. Coach Ferris, welcome back to the Coach's Corner, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Good to see you guys again.
Yes, sir. Good to see you, Coach. Coach, big game right here. Northern and Southern, of course, when they get together, it can be a barn burn on any way. Just tell me, how have you been preparing the guys this week in practice, getting them ready for a big game on Friday night?
I think the first thing is mentally. We came off a big win last week, and so we got to refocus ourselves quickly because obviously, and I don't think that's a problem. They understand who we have, and that shouldn't be an issue at all. But you got to be able to regroup after a big win, sometimes like you do after a loss. And so Friday was a big win for us, but we definitely have to regroup this week, and that's what we've been focusing on, the mental aspect of turning the page to the Firebirds for sure. And then obviously just get into the nuts and bolts of what we got to do to try to be successful Friday night.
And Coach, with Southern Nash, they have a good running game. What is your game plan coming into to stop the run, to slow them down on that offensive side of the ball?
Well, they definitely do. They always do. Seems like they're always good at that, no matter what. And we're going to have to be very sound in that regard. We see them. Well, we have seen them, feels like, twice a year for what feels like 10 years. But, from playoffs and regular season. So we're somewhat familiar with them. We see each other so much. But we got to tackle well. They're big and strong. They're really – excuse me just a second. I'm sorry. I know I had a phone call come in. They run the ball well. They have a good I don't know what the word is, but tandem between kind of a contrast between speed and power, with 2 and 26. And so it's difficult. You can't just gear up for, all right, here it's going to be bruising and, smash mouth. And then all of a sudden they hit you with that quick, fast stuff like number 2 can definitely do that. And of course, now 26 can get loose too, but he's more of obviously a power back. He can run over somebody. He's, made some people hurt. I think over the past couple of weeks, we've seen some. It's funny because we've seen them on film, a little bit over the past few weeks once you get into the conference schedule. So he has hurt some people's feelings. So we got to let our guys know they got to be ready mentally to go out there and, be very physical Friday night.
Well, Coach, this is another game for the Grit and Grind Nash County Championships. Right now, Northern Nash is the holder of the Grit and Grind Nash County Championship. So pretty much your guys are ready to defend the title on Friday night, and we'll see you Friday night at the Southern Nash game for the Grit and Grind primetime game of the week.
All right. I appreciate it. Yeah, we know that's going to take a lot, obviously to have to get through the county teams. That says a lot. So we're just going to take it one step at a time and do our best to get ready to ride over there to Stanhope Friday night and hope we can come out and do it like we're supposed to. I appreciate it. Good to see you guys. We'll see you Friday night.
Daryl, we truly thank our good friend Coach Freshman to come by and hang out in the coach's corner. And I'm going to tell you, it was so funny because that could have been Bill Belichick calling him. Bill Belichick could have been calling and say, Coach First, I didn't know about one of these kids. But he said, hold on.
I'm with talking to the Grit and Grind.
I got to finish this interview. Yeah. Coach First, we truly appreciate it. We cannot wait to get with you on Friday night and just catch up and talk about Northern Nash football. But not only, Daryl, did we talk to Coach First, we had a chance to talk to our other good friend, Coach Brian Batchelor, head coach of the Southern Nash Firebirds, and what he's doing to get his Firebirds ready for senior night, an emotional night at Firebird Stadium.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind Coach's Corner. Down with us, we have our good friend, Coach Brian Batchelor, head coach of the Southern Nash Firebirds. Coach Batchelor, welcome back to the Coach's Corner, sir.
All right. Thank you guys for having me.
Coach, big game, Southern Nash, Northern Nash, biggest rivalry in Nash County to a lot of people. Big game right here. Southern Nash been playing some good football coming to this game. What's been the mental preparation you've been giving the guys this week in practice, getting ready for a big home game on Friday night?
Well, you guys have heard me say it before. It's the same speech every week. This is the most important game we've played this year because it's this week's game. And we put that out to the guys every week because, you got to deal with homecomings and senior nights and, games that might be a little tougher, a little this. And, so we just always made a decision to try to get our guys to focus, on the week. And, so, we've just been, driving that same idea home that, it's a big game. It's a big rivalry. It's senior night. But, bottom line, we still got to come out at 7 o'clock and play.
And that's what I was going to ask you, Coach, as far as getting them focused for that. With so much stuff going on the outside, how do you get the team focused on the game itself?
Well, again, I think you just try to have that consistent message week in, week out, that, so it's not something new to them about, hey, now this is important now. The Clayton week, everybody was talking about big game, big this, big that, and our guys heard it that week. They heard it James Keenan. They've heard it every week, So I think the key to try to get them focused on it is just to, relentlessly have that be the message to the team is that, you're focused because you're getting the opportunity to play high school football this week, which you only get 10 of them. So you better be ready for them.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best on senior night over there at Southern Nash. The Grit and Grind will be over there for our primetime game of the week, and we'll see you Friday night at Firebird Stadium, Coach. Best of luck to you.
Awesome, guys. Thank you. Look forward to seeing you there.
Well, Daryl, it was good to hear from our good friend Coach Bachelor as he's getting ready. Same thing with Coach Ferris as they're getting ready for one of the biggest rivalries in Nash County, Southern Northern Nash. And Daryl, both coaches said it all.
Yeah, they said it all. There's no need for us to break this game down.
They're both ready.
It's a rival game. It's a home game for Southern Nash.
Senior night.
Senior night. The atmosphere is going to be right. So I got to pick on this game.
I got to pick because Northern Nash is coming into town to defend that Grit and Grind Nash County Championship. And it starts this week for Northern Nash to defend that title. We'll get ready to go to a commercial break, then we'll be back for the Grit and Grind quick picks so you can see who Daryl and myself pick this week on the Grit and Grind.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind, and now it's time for that favorite segment. We do got the flag. I'm going to throw one on you today. It's time for that favorite segment that everybody enjoys on the Grit and Grind, our quick picks. But Daryl, before we make these quick picks,
do we have to do it?
Let's see how we did last week. Let's see how we did. Did the dominance continue? It continued again. I got him again.
I want a recount.
I got him again.
I want a recount.
And I flipped 2 picks. Hey, Grit and Grind, I'm going to change this right here. I'm going to let y'all little see Grit and Grind. We're going to pull the curtain back. We're going to break the fourth wall. I picked 2 picks and flipped them just so he could win. And he still didn't win.
I want a recount.
25. Let me see the overall, please. Can we get the overall to this man? It's over. It's over.
We got what, 2 weeks?
It's over.
This week and next week, right? I still got a chance.
It ain't no chance.
I got a chance. I still want a recount, though.
It's good to have a dream. You know, last season it was a dream deferred. Go read that one. Let's look into our first game we got right on the quick picks. J.H. Rose, Newburgh, Daryl.
Big time game for J.H. Rose.
Coach Blaine.
Yeah, came back
pulled it off
week.
again in the last minute. We don't sleep on Coach Blaine, because as long as there's a second on that clock and breath into Rose Ramparts, he's going to find a way to win.
Going to find it's going to be a tough game, but I'm going to go J.H. Rose for the win.
Oh, I got to go with Rose. That was a good win last week. Had to come back on that. Good win for Rose. Our next one, Daryl. Panther Creek versus Apex. Panther Creek coming off a loss.
Loss against Jordan last week.
Yes.
Jordan's a good team.
Very good team.
Throw the ball all over the field.
Is this the bounce back game for
I
the
think
Catamounts?
this is the bounce back game for the Panther Creek, so I'm going Panther Creek.
The Catamounts are getting ready to bounce back. Give me Panther Creek for the win. Our next one, Daryl, is South Granville versus Orange County.
Tough loss for them last week.
Tough loss for South Granville. But now, they got to win this one so they can stay in that conference title talk. Winning this one keeps them in the talk, in the conversation.
I'm going South Granville.
I'm going Vikings of South Granville. South Granville, this could be a quiet win for them to keep them in that title talk. Our next one, Daryl. My favorite Cougar, Southwest Edgecombe versus the Eagles of West Craven.
Ooh, this is tough. But I'm going to go with the Cougars.
You want my favorite Cougar?
I'm going Southwest Edgecombe.
I'm going against my favorite Cougar. I'm going with West Craven this week. West Craven, the first time I picked against Southwest all year, man.
This is home. Okay.
I got to do it once a year.
Do I need to throw the flag?
Not yet. North Edgecombe versus Washington County. I listened to my good friend from Plymouth last week, and I took Washington County, and WPA got a good win.
And they got a great win last week, and WPA needed that win.
They needed that one. Just stay in that talk. They got to stay in the talk. A lot of teams on that bubble, and they're one of them.
I'm going North Edgecombe for the win.
I'm going to go with Plymouth one more time. Washington County for the win. I'm going with Plymouth one more time. I'm giving them one more chance.
One more chance.
One more chance, Plymouth.
There's a song called One More Chance.
Yes, sir. Our next one, Tarboro versus Ada Griffin.
Oh.
Here we go.
Give it Tarboro.
Let me put it in my pocket. He didn't give me a chance.
Give me the Vikings.
Give me the Vikings.
Give me the Vikings.
I ain't even going to ask Final Answer, because if I say Final Answer, he going to switch his speed. Yep. You already know with me. Tarboro Vikings, that Tarboro T. Tarboro, keep dominating. We coming to see you. Our next game, Bettyfield versus Kinston.
This is going to be a good game. Kinston had a big-time win last week against Green Central.
One they needed.
They needed that win.
And also it was Kinston's coach 100th win as a head football coach at Kinston, I believe.
So I'm going Kinston in this game. I think they're playing good football right now.
Playing good football. I got to make a pick, though.
Yeah, you at home. I mean, we do this every week. Shawn, you staying home, you're going out the back door.
Oh, you sneaking out the back door?
What you doing?
I'm sneaking out the back door. I got to go Vikings and Kids. They're not playing basketball yet, Kids. I'm sticking with the Vikings. Our next one, Daryl. Green Central. You talked about Green Central.
Yep.
Tough loss against Kinston versus Farmville Central. The battle of the Centrals, and these schools are like 10 minutes apart from each other for Farmville and Snow Hill.
Big time game for them in that
area. Big rivalry in that area.
I think Coach Wilson's going to have those guys regroup, ready to play. I'm going to go Green Central.
You know what Green Central getting ready to do? They getting ready to dig that trench and set that trap. Green Central Rams for the win. Our next game, Daryl, will be Wilson Prep. We talked about it.
Just talked about
I picked against them last week. Really thought that Washington County would surprise me and get a major win. That would be upset. But they're playing Sally B. Howard. The Eagles of Sally B. Howard. Sally B. Howard's playing good football.
Yeah.
First year in the High School Athletic Association Conference. Rivalry game because 5 minutes separate these schools.
Yep.
Pretty much a bridge and a park.
Yep.
Separate both these schools.
Both of them. I'm going to go Wilson Prep on this. And also, Shawn, we want to give a shout out to the school at Sally B. Howard. They lost one of their teachers this week.
Oh, yes.
Terrible accident. So we want to send our thoughts and prayers to them as well.
Thoughts and prayers to the Eagles of Sally B. Howard, but I got to go back on that WPA train. I jumped off last week, but hey, Coach Man, I'm trying to get back on. WPA for me. Our next game, Daryl, will be Roseville Rams versus Leesville Road. This is a good game.
Good game. Roseville's been playing some good ball.
They turned it on right now.
Turning it up. They
Leesville turned it on since they lost to Billbrook.
Yeah,
turned it back on.
Too.
Playoff seating is this game.
Coach Rack's got those guys playing good. They had a good game last week.
They did.
I'm going to go Roseville. I'm going Roseville for
Good football for them. I'm going Roseville Rams. But hey, Leesville Road, send the gritty ground and help me. We need to make that happen, Leesville Road. Let's get together. Let's talk about it. Our next game, Daryl, Corn Voters, time to walk the plate, versus In-Low Eagles. I got to say it for In-Low. I got to say it.
What you get?
There's no quit in the low.
There's no quit in the low. That's why I'm going In-Low in this game.
Oh, this is a hard pick for me, man. Why this pick got to
We
come
do this.
We do this every week.
Every week, Patchy,
Johnny Rogers.
What we doing? You got to talk to him?
It's no quit in the low. I'm going with In-Low. Coach Carl, Cornhole Pirates, I'm sorry, but I got to go with the low this week. There's no quit in the low. Coach Ryan, we're going to see you again. Nightdale versus Heritage. Good game right here.
Good game right here. Heritage had a good win.
Had a good win.
Yeah.
Both teams right now playing to try to get in that back door.
Yeah.
Sometimes the back door is left open and you can get that bottom seed in the playoffs and have to go on the road. That's what both these teams are trying to do.
I'm going to go Nightdale, though.
I'm going to go the Knights of Nightdale. I think Nightdale needs this one right here. Wouldn't be surprised if Heritage shocked them.
Definitely wouldn't be surprised.
I would not be surprised. Roanoke Rabbits versus the American Leadership Academy of Johnson County. American Leadership Academy of Johnson County, Daryl, start off playing good football.
Good football.
Team to hit conference play.
Yeah.
Hit a little turbulence. Roanoke Rapids, the injury bug has plagued them all season. Our good friend, Coach Lyon, Roanoke Rapids, has not been able to just to get the ball going and get them in that right direction. Who you got on this one?
I'm going Johnson.
I'm going to go American Leadership Academy Johnson. Man, I want to go to Yellow Jackets.
Yep.
I got to keep. I'd be shocked. If Roanoke Rapids win, I wouldn't be shocked. Northwest Halifax versus the Weldon Chargers. Good game right here in that 1A pocket up there in the northern part of North Carolina.
Give me Northwest Halifax.
Oh, I'm sticking with the Vikings, Northwest Halifax. Easy one. Northwest, we come to see you too. You got a good quarterback up there. Franklinton Red Rams. Ram Nation, stand up, Ram Nation. Versus Wake Forest.
This is a big-time
game
for Franklinton on this. Give me Wake Forest.
Flag.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Flag, I knew it was coming.
I'm going Wake
Ram Nation, stand up. I'm going with the Franklinton Red Rams to win this game and continue that push to get a good seed in the playoffs.
All right.
Our next game, Daryl, Vance County versus East Wake.
Big-time challenge right there for
both teams.
Both teams need a win.
Vance County needs a win just to start getting things going in the right way.
Yep.
East Wake is pretty much playing they're coming into playoffs, but now they're playing to see if we can move up seeding.
Yeah. I'm going to go East Wake, though.
I'm going to go East Wake on this. As bad as I want to go Vance County, I'm going to go East Wake. Our next game, Daryl, 71st.
My second school.
His second, I told you, his second love. That's the second school. His second love right there. Versus Westover. The Falcons,
Westover.
71st.
I think that's where our cousin went.
That's where he went.
I think he went Westover. Yeah.
71st, who you got?
Give me 71st.
I'll go 71st on this one. Easy one for me. Princeton versus James Keening is coming up next, Daryl. Big game right here in the Dog Pound.
Big time game, but I think James Keenan offense is going to be a lot. Give me James Keenan.
I got to go James Keenan on this one also. They're going to put some points on the board. Cleveland, first Triple S. Rams come off big win.
Yeah, we saw Cleveland last week at Southeast Raleigh. They look good. Defense, offense. Give me Cleveland.
I got to go Cleveland Rams. Why not the Rams? They're going to win this one. Hope County versus Pinecrest. Do you turn your back on your family?
I got to stay. I'm going Hope County.
You had a great player from Hope County.
Got a great player from Hope
But
County.
guess what? Pinecrest for the win on that for me. Give me Pinecrest. Our next one, Daryl Sanderson versus Cardinal Gibbons. Big time game.
Big time game. Big challenge for Coach Buck with Sanderson. I'm going to have to go Cardinal Gibbons.
It's Cardinal Gibbons.
Yeah.
Hard to pick against Cardinal Gibbons. Very hard. Our next one, Daryl, right there in the 919. Millbrook playing some good football versus
Playing
Wakefield.
great football right now. Coach Marshall got those guys playing some good football. I think they're in the top 3 right now in the state.
Looking good.
Give me Millbrook.
I got to go Millbrook, Daryl. No reason we think twice.
Yep.
Our next one, Daryl, Broughton versus Athens Drive or Athens Drive, depending on what side of Raleigh you're from.
Good
no
game.
count with the Caps. Give me Broughton.
Give me Broughton. I'm going Broughton too.
No count with the Caps. Give me Broughton. Our next one, Daryl, big game over here. Hunt Rocky Mountain.
Hunt versus Rocky Mountain. Big time
coming
game.
off tough loss.
Yeah, tough loss against Northern
Senior
Nash
night at
last
Hunt.
week.
Senior night.
Yep. Give me Hunt. I'm going Hunt.
I'm going Rocky Mountain to spoil senior night.
Ooh, okay,
Rocky Mountain.
Okay.
Rocky Mountain to spoil senior night. Fike and Acock, 795.
795. Give me Fike on this.
I got to go Fike. Fike making that push. They could come in the back door. One of those teams. Be on the lookout for Fike in the playoffs. Nash Central versus Wake Prep. Daryl, good game right here in that two-way pocket.
Yeah, definitely a good game. Conference game for them. I'm going to go Nash Central.
I'm going to go Wake Prep, the Guardians. I'm going to go the Guardians this game. I don't pick against the Dogs. I'm going the Guardians. Big time game in the 919. Clayton versus Guardians.
Yeah.
Both teams 6-2. Both of them playing for playoff seeding.
Yeah, definitely playing off playoff seedings. Give me Garner.
COMETS. Give me them Clayton comments, Brian. Tell them, holler at you when you get a chance. Our next game, Daryl, conference title on the line. JF Well versus C4.
Big time game.
If Well wins, they start the road to winning the conference championship with another win next week. If C4 win, they are the outright champs.
Yeah. I think JF Webb is playing good football. Give me JF Webb on that.
I'm going with Coach Gainey and the JF Webb Warriors to continue that road to set up a good game next week for a conference championship to claim the title. JF Webb for the win. Here we go, Daryl. Toronto
Here we go.
Conference Championship by marquee game. Warren County Kilt Pride. 8-0 Kilt Pride hosts a 7-1 Warren County.
Yeah, we broke this game down.
Warren County has not won this title since 1998. Is it the Eagles' time or will the Pride continue their dominance in this conference?
I'm going with the Eagles. I'm going Warren County. We talked about this game. I'm going Warren County.
I got him out. I got my wings out. VJ, I'm going with the Eagles. Warren County to win this game. Our next one, Daryl, the Battle Highway 39. Can Louisburg do something they haven't done in 10 years? Beat both teams in Franklin County and win a conference championship? Or does Bunn say, not so fast, Louisburg? The Wildcats of Bunn are here to set the standard in Franklin County.
I'm going to say yes. I'm going Louisburg for the win.
I'm going to Bird to make history on Friday night.
All right.
Our next game, Daryl, the Grit and Grind.
Prime time.
Game of the week right there in Stanhope, Bailey, North Carolina. We don't got to talk about it. Both coaches talked about it. You said the rivalry is 50 years old.
Yep, at least.
At least 50-some years old, according to his books. Northern Nash taking the 10-minute bus ride down to Stanhope to play the Southern Nash Firebirds. We putting the paper up because this right now is the peak. The floor is yours.
The floor is mine. I'm going Southern Nash. If
Firebirds.
Southern Nash can play good defense up front, you know, Northern Nash got a great wide receiver. You know, the corners for Southern Nash just stand back and make sure they make plays. Give yourself a chance. That's the biggest thing you want to do. In that late fourth quarter, give yourself a chance in this game. But I'm going Southern Nash.
Hard as I don't want to make this pick, I got to make it. That Northern Nash bus going to come into Southern Nash. That Northern Nash is going to get a win. They're going to get back on that bus, and they're going to be heading right back to Northern Nash.
And there's my flag.
With a win. Give it to Northern Nash. We want to thank everybody this week for watching the Grit and Grind. Please drop your picks in the comment box. If you think your pick is different than our pick, put it in the comment box because we love to see your picks. And also, the Grit and Grind we tell you every week is live from coast to coast, post to post, from Murphy to Manio. We're right here. If you feel like you don't have nobody to cover your high school team in your area, reach out to Grit and Grind Podcast CNC. Tell us how we can connect with you because we want to cover your team. And all we want is just a helmet in return. That's all we ask for. Reach out to us so we can cover your team because guess what? It doesn't matter if you're in Manio or Murphy, you got a home on the Grit and Grind.
And shout out to Jacksonville. They are playing some good football.
Shout out to Jacksonville. Yeah, hey, Jacksonville, we coming to get that helmet. Coach Bo, we coming to get with you. We know it's coming. Now, we also want to tell everybody to drop by YouTube and Instagram Studio 67 NCC. Smash that like button. We appreciate everybody. We said we wanted 10 likes. We got 12. So guess what? We want 13 this week. Smash that like button, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to Studio 67 NCC YouTube so you can see what's going on, and Instagram. And don't forget, Daryl, if you're stuck in traffic, if you're traveling around, don't watch the Grit and Grind and Drive. Just do what everybody else do. Go on Amazon Music or Spotify.
That's what I do.
Search Studio 67 and you can hear the audio version of the Grit and Grind to get you to your next destination. Well, Daryl, we're getting ready for Friday night. I can't wait to get down there.
Nash, Northern Nash.
Big time game in Nash County. Lights will be on. Grit and Grind will be there. And Daryl will be home at Southern Nash. He's
coming back home. Senior
Southern Nash, he's coming home.
Class 89.
We want to thank you for watching the Grit and Grind. But before we leave, we cannot leave without answering one question. You know it, fan. Daryl, do you got the grit?
And do you have the grind?
And don't forget to watch the Grit and Grind on Studio 67, the hottest high school football show in North Carolina.